So many Gary Vee Wannabes, man. Jesus Christ. Thanks, Gary. Thanks for that. I hate every single Gary. Ever since I played Pokemon Yellow, I knew I hated that name. Hi, I'm Zeno the Inventor. I'm a senior software engineer at Baba Bo. Today I want to talk about entrepreneurs looking for CTOs. Nowadays, especially with the likes of Gary Vee and this whole hustle, small startup mentality, there's lots of people running around here looking for CTOs to help them build their businesses. But really, they're just looking for glorified programmers. Also, these guys, they've not really gone and actually validated the problem that they're trying to solve. Hey, I got this problem I'm gonna solve, man. We're gonna be rich, man. I just need a programmer. Oh, man, we're gonna make a lot of fucking money. Usually it's some dude who's never run a business before, never done an idea, never succeeded at building anything, but comes over to you and asks you to be this programming jockey for them to validate their idea before it ultimately fails. And usually phrases with a very, very lovely, lofty title of a CTO. I run into lots of these types, especially after building my own business. You run into a lot of people who reach out to you after you having built your own thing, asking you to help them work on their new venture, this new idea, to be the CTO for this particular thing. When you actually dig a bit deeper to learn about this problem they're going to solve, this million pound industry, man. Yo, man, this guy with billion pounds, man. Come cash it while it's hot. And when you learn a bit more about it, you learn that it's actually bullshit. Now, all these people haven't done the research. They haven't gone to look into the market about what people need or whatever. They're just looking for a glorified code monkey. And it's very annoying. It's very annoying, not because of the ignorance, but more because of the time that is being spent. If you're a photographer, or you're a video editor, or a musician, if you work in any of these creative fields, you've at some point run into someone who comes into you and says, hey, we'll do it. Do this for the exposure. I don't have any money to pay you, but I can pay you in exposure, and I can pay you in experience. I pay you in experience, which is bullshit. You see this fairly often. The programming equivalent doesn't happen as easily because everybody knows that if you work in tech, you make bank, right? So they can't come to you and be like, for the exposure, because you know that everybody wants a programmer. These large companies, too small startups are looking for software developers, especially experienced software engineers. So they can't do that, and usually they come with the phrase of, I'm starting a business, I'm having an idea, I'm looking for something, and I'm going to give you equity, or some bullshit like that. But usually, this is the thing that people don't understand about equity. Your company is worth zero. At the start, it's worth zero. So coming to say, I'm going to give you 50% of zero, that's syntax error. It's worth nothing. It's worth actually absolutely nothing. Whenever you come with an idea, or whenever an entrepreneur comes to you with an idea, the first thing you should be doing is not thinking about, how much equity they're giving, or how much whatever. It's about, really, is this business delivering value? Is this project delivering value? Are we going to solve something tangible that people see as a strong, tangible problem that they're they're happily willing to pay for? Then you can say that actually, this is something worth working on. Because very often I find that lots of these CTOs or entrepreneurs or whatever have watched one Gary Vee video, read what's the name of that stupid book, The 4-Hour Work Week. It's not a stupid book, but the people who tend to read these kind of books are stupid and just looking for some cheap way to make money and not have to do any work. I'm looking for passive income. I.e., I don't want to do shit anymore with my life. So I'm looking for someone or something else to ultimately do everything for me. That's not the kind of person that succeeds. The kind of person who does succeed is someone who really, really wants to solve a problem. When you go into these things, the first thing you should always be looking out for is if really they're trying to solve a problem and if this problem actually exists. I'm not saying that, if it's you and your buddy and you guys just want to go make something up together, that's pretty cool. Just go do it, go have fun, make some memories, try to build or solve a problem. But if you're some guy who's put an ad out for a CTO and you've come out and you're just very clearly, you're not gonna validate this idea if people really want it, or you're not gonna have to try and solve something before, you have no track record of actually succeeding or something. If you're coming and just say, hey, I want a CTO, I'm gonna give you 50%, or heck, in some crazy times, someone with no business coming to you and say, I'm going to give you 5%. It's just like, you're offering me 5% of zero. and you've not even validated that anybody wants this thing. You're looking for someone to just build you something and then go and test the market for you if actually this idea works. Nah, that ain't it, chief. No. So what can you do to remedy this? Really, it's very, very simple. Before going out and looking for a CTO or going out for a programmer or something, go out and test the idea. What do I mean by this? To test an idea, right? I'll give you the example with the Airbnb guys. Before they went out and built Airbnb, the whole massive website that you see today, this whole, I think it's multi-billion pound business today, they went and did what I call a ghetto solution. Before you go and build anything, always do a ghetto solution. Manually go out and try and see if this idea works. So for example, the Airbnb guy, before they built the website, they went to people's doors and knocked and asked, hey, do you have a spare room? If you have a spare room, I can hook you up with someone who can live over here and I'll just take a small commission. And they did that without a website. They did that without any tech. All they did was go and validate the idea to see if they were delivering value. And when they had done this a few times, they thought to themselves, oh, this works. This could actually be a thing. And then they went out and they got all the investment. Then they went out and got all the, the tech. I mean, one of them was a tech guy who built a shitty website, right? But it's after they had done that, they went and invested heavily in, having a CTO or having these formal things. But the key thing is that first they tested the idea. They validated the idea. So, if you're an entrepreneur and you're looking for a CTO and you've not even validated your idea, then yo, my dude, you don't have shit. Go, you're wasting people's time. Stop harassing tech guys. There's so many of my friends who come here and say, oh, I'm having the CTO, I'm getting scouted for a CTO, and then you look into it deeper and say, who's behind? What could be under the mask? Gary Vee Wannabe. Like, really, you guys, it's worth actually taking time out to check these things. If you validate your idea before coming to a CTO, first of all, chances are you would actually make something that people actually want. And secondly, the CTOs will be jumping on it, because you have to see this from the perspective of the tech guys themselves. We work in an industry that is very, very underserved. That means by economics, we make bank. We don't need your money. We don't need money. But our lives are pretty good. If we're jumping onto something, it's because we want to solve it. We want to enjoy that challenge. Or we want to work with this person. We think this person's a pretty cool person. It's not because, please give me 5% that will be worth, I don't know, 50 grand in 9 years maybe, or more likely to be worth 0 because statistics. So it very often, a lot of entrepreneurs who have they've just so many Gary Vee Wannabes, man. Jesus Christ. Thanks, Gary. Thanks for that. I hate every single Gary. Ever since I played Pokemon Yellow, I knew I hated that name. People who just go watch Gary Vee once and think they can go and build a business. I'm gonna build a tech business. I'm gonna inspire people. Nah, chief. Go out and validate your idea first. Check to see if people actually want it. Then come pitch it to your tech guy. Right. My name is the Inventor. If you like this video, please subscribe. I don't only do rants on here. I actually build shit sometimes. I'm in lockdown at the moment, and I don't have access to my lab with all my tools and the materials I'm going to be flying in to build stuff. But hey, stay tuned for those, right? I shall see you all later. Bye-bye.